What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. What we have before us is a 23 4Runner, and this is the last chance you can get to acquire one of the best Toyota engines ever made to date. This is the 4-liter V6 with dual variable valve timing. Let's do a little history on this engine. So, the 4-liter V6 made its first debut in a Toyota truck or SUV for the 2003 4Runner.
Here it is, the 2003 Toyota 4Runner SR5 4-wheel drive. The brims on this thing are pretty wicked awesome. Quick release is just right here. So here it is, the 4-liter vvt-i V6.
And then in 2005, with the debut of the new redesigned Toyota Tacoma, they got the 4-liter V6 also.
2005 Toyota Tacoma. Under the hood is the 4-liter V6.
But what's interesting is the Tacoma never got the dual variable valve time variant. As a matter of fact, in 2016, they switched to the 3.5 liter, and the Tacoma never got the good engine. The vehicles that did get this twin variable valve timing engine is the Toyota 4Runner for the 2010 model and the Toyota FJ Cruiser, believe it or not. So these 4Runners right here, as long as they're 2010 and newer, also have the twin variable valve timing V6. Now, the 4-liter V6 is a wonderful engine on its own. The reason why the twin vvt-i version is better, it has more horsepower and a couple other minor tweaks. But the new Tacoma, the 24, we got ourselves a new engine, a 4-cylinder turbo. And although I love Toyota and I'm assuming that it's probably going to be a good engine in the long run, the verdict is still out. We don't know because it just hasn't been around that long. That 4-liter V6 is so famous, it has its own Wikipedia. And if you read it, it just boasts and boasts about the amazing engineering and what a wonderful engine it is. And compared to some of the high horsepower engines we're seeing these days, the 4-liter was actually kind of a slouch. But the reliability, and it had enough power to get out of its own way. So I'm going to make the claim right now that this 4Runner right here houses the last absolutely bulletproof, great, reliable engine that Toyota put in a truck or SUV. As everybody knows, for 24 and the new 4Runner coming out here real soon, all we're going to get is 4-cylinder turbos, and that's going to be it till the end of time. As a matter of fact, they'll keep whittling them down until we have a 1-cylinder at some point. But let's talk about this 4Runner. It's a 24, has 8,400 miles. The sad news is that unfortunately with Toyota, when you see that sport, that means 2-wheel drive a lot of the time. And this vehicle is no exception. Unfortunately, this is a 2-wheel drive 4Runner. Now, come on, let's just be honest. 99% of 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive users don't use it. Come on. It is one of those cases where you're better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and recommend that everybody get 4-wheel drive if you have the opportunity. What's interesting and what I really like about this model 4Runner right here is it's a limited edition. Okay, it gets the limited edition front bumper, which is very unique to the limited model, but 99.9% of them are chrome. To see a monochromatic all-white 4Runner, I'm a sucker for a all-white scheme. All-white with the hood scoop. If this thing was 4-wheel drive, this would be a must buy immediately. One vehicle that caught my attention is this. This is a lifted, leveled Highlander. This is something you do not see very often. It's a 21. They want $31,000 and it has 99,000 miles. Well, hey, at least you get this cool arcs and rack. You know what? Everybody's, doing the whole Subaru leveling kit, BFGs, going up a tire size. And although very unique, these vehicles, unfortunately, are built on car chassis. This is basically like a Camry underneath. So it's just not built to go off-road. The oil pan is going to burst on you. You're just going to have problems. If you want to get real, just get a 4Runner with a real transfer case body on frame vehicle. Nice try, but $31,000 and already has 100,000 miles? You got to be kidding me. We're not completely hopeless yet. I hope these are 4-wheel drive. Please tell me they are. We got a 23 with 27,000 miles for $42,000. It is 4-wheel drive. I don't know what people think of this Barcelona red. I didn't even read it. I'm just assuming. It doesn't have any side steps, which is wonderful. I'm a huge advocate of getting rid of side steps. I am like 6'3" myself, so I don't struggle getting in vehicles too often, but The side steps, it's like, you know, it's almost like you get a 2-inch lift kit when you take the side steps off. It's a free lift. So if you have side steps, get rid of them. It'll enhance the appearance tenfold. 22 4Runner SR5 4-wheel drive, 23,000 miles for $46,000. Okay, now 44. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's how much this thing was brand new. I'm sure the dealership did not give whoever traded in that good of a deal. So the person who's really making out on it is unfortunately the dealership. But so earlier in this video, I mentioned the 4-liter making its debut for the 2005 Tacoma. Well, I wanted to find a 2005 to 2015 Tacoma on the lot, and there was like one in the corner back there. I don't know if anybody spotted it, but you don't even really see those Tacomas on dealer lots anymore. It's usually the 2016s and up. And this is going to be the case for this 4Runner in just a couple years. This is your last opportunity to get one of these super solid 4Runners with a V6, absolutely proven drivetrain. Before you know it, the only one you'll be able to find is one on Marketplace with 250,000 miles. There's no disputing that the new 4Runner, the 25, is going to be an incredible unit, but so a 24 with 20,000 miles, it is 4-wheel drive, it's 45. I don't know what people think of black. I noticed that the red one had a sunroof and the other two don't. I'm not a huge sunroof person at all. I think sunroofs breaking are just a nightmare, and I think I've had that happen to me before. If you've watched Toyota Fanatic videos in the past, you've seen in a couple videos some of the stuff that Subaru dealership puts out. It is bizarre. They put absolute trash, garbage with massive body damage out on the lot. What is this thing doing on the lot? As much as I'm not a big Ford guy, I can appreciate some Fox shocks and some huge Willwood brakes. Those are amazing. You know, I bet these tires are like $595 a piece. They're probably more expensive than that. Last but not least, the Subaru dealership wants to get in on the Tacoma craze, so they got themselves a Tacoma. Oh, and look, it even has blacked out badges, my favorite. Let's see how long it takes us to spot some body. Yeah, there you go. What? Are they serious? They probably want like $44,000 with pretty significant hood damage. You're gonna have to see that every time you walk by or get in this thing. That sucks. Ooh, it does have leather though. That's rare. It's not that often we talk about any vehicle on this channel besides Toyotas, but we got a 23 WRX. This thing has 3,700 miles, so not even 4,000. They want $29,000, and this thing has been modified. There's no doubt about that. I'm not a huge Subaru guy, but I'm seeing some, I don't know if those like fender flare things are stock, but it's tinted up, has the vent visors. I would not do those. Some wheels that are not good looking. Man, 3,700 miles. If this isn't a repo, it's a repo. All right, everybody, that's gonna wrap up this video. If you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, really? If you are new to the channel and you are not already subscribed, take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. Everybody else drop a big old thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.